through the feeding process, and we'll start with Bailey. And Bailey keeps her food in this little box here with her name on it, and we give her a full cup of her food, her dry food, and then these little champions here. She gets about a third of a pack mixed in with her dry food, and you just mix it in good for her. One of these packs will probably last about 3 feedings, and what she likes to happen after that is she likes to lick the spoon. She kind of looks forward to that. Okay, now then she has to, of course, this will go back, fold up, and go back in the refrigerator. Now this is what we've discovered works best for Emerald. What we do is open a can of his, we're just going to give him wet. So we open a can of his wet, and we just got these 2 separate bowls. The biggest deal with Emerald is he eats too fast and he aspirates, and if he aspirates, sometimes he regurgitates, and that's what we want to prevent. And so what we do is we take about, and this can vary to whatever you're comfortable with, something like, start him out with like half of a can, and chop it up pretty good so he doesn't wolf down big old pieces of it. And we've only had this contraption here today. We've been experimenting with all the different things, trying to slow his feeding down, and what isn't proven about this one yet is whether he needs to whether his food needs to be elevated or not. But let's just start with about half of this can, and you got to kind of time this interestingly.
Peels.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you. The peels will be over here. So they've got them labeled for each day of the week, AM and PM. But what happens is Emerald gets a Pepsid in his food, and Emerald gets 1.5 of these. Now, that's Bailey. I should have been better prepared on this. He gets 1.5 of these things right here for his allergies. I've already got the half broken up for you in the pill bottles over there. But he gets 1.5 of those for his allergy, and Bailey gets a Tramadol, and she gets a thyroid pill. And like I said, they're already separated. You won't have to get them out of these bottles. That's what she gets, and you'll be giving her. I've got her Rimadyl already laid out in those pills, but she gets a Rimadyl also. But when you open her pill box up over there, it'll be in there. I'm not giving her Rimadyl till later on tonight this time. So what you do, you time it so Bailey gets real interested in her food, and then you put Emerald's down for him. This is the point where you kind of hope for the best. About right here would be a good time to pick that up and let what he's got go on down, and then go ahead and, the goal is about 3/4 of this can for feeding. And I could have done a better job of chopping that up.
So you give a whole can?
I don't give a whole can. He doesn't seem to tolerate a whole can. I put on the instructions that a little later on, like a little later on this evening, you can give him the rest. You can go ahead and put this back in the refrigerator and give it to him for a later snack if you want to.
So later, after like 7 o'clock.
Yeah, and for the morning feeding, of course, you can give it to that quarter of a can left around noontime for middle. So we try to go ahead and finish him out with that, and we're hoping by dividing it up really into 4s, he's not able to eat it so fast that he aspirates.
And your goal is to keep him from
Throwing it up.
throwing up.
Yeah. We like for him to keep his food down. He just eats so fast that. So it looks pretty good. He'll go ahead and lick that, and Bailey's licking her bowl over here. And when Emerald's tired of licking his bowls, Bailey will do a real good dish washing cleaning of his bowl for you. So that's probably the way the feeding will go. And just remember, I've already got the pills for them with their names on these pill bottles here for the morning and evening feedings. So that's the feedings.
And you just put it in their food.
You just put it in their food.
Over and out.